A new cocktail lounge is getting underway at the Bob. It's officially opening today. It's in downtown Grand Rapids, if you're not familiar with the big old building down there. Lane Gilmore and Matt Doty with the Gilmore Collection are here with us this morning. So tell us about Ashton. What is this whole thing about? What are we looking at as you guys open this up?
So Ashton is the newest venue within the Bob. It's on the third floor there. It's a wonderful cocktail lounge and also event space. Today's our grand opening, actually.
Very nice.
Very exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. So what inspired this new lounge? I know that there are several other cocktail lounges around the city. You know, you've got one in the Amway Plaza. You've got one in the Night Watch in the Courtyard building right across the street from you guys. What sets the what sets Ashton apart from the rest?
Well, first, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you having us. And for us, with some of the new developments that are coming to downtown, like the theater and the soccer stadium, we wanted to have a place that would maybe appeal to a more mature audience than some of the other venues we have in the Bob, like Eve. So Ashton was our new revamp to the third floor. It's a really moody, intimate space with sort of a modern edge. Some of the architecture in it is really lovely. We have glowing arches, a beautiful mirrored bar on the east side of the room. It's a really chill space for people to come and enjoy a cocktail before maybe a comedy show at the Bob at Dr. Grin's, or maybe after having dinner at the Bob or somewhere else in town. We look at it as a kind of a place for people to maybe pregame or enjoy a nightcap. It's just kind of uniquely situated within the Bob, so that it kind of acts as a conduit to the other venues in the Bob, but also like places downtown as well that people like to come out and enjoy at night.
Or if you want to just hang out there all night. I mean, I would just sit there. I mean, hang out. You know, it looks like a really cool place. And we were looking at some of the pictures there. Really cool designs in there as well.
Yeah, I kind of like how it's a little bit almost an MCM type of style, a very cool aesthetic. What sets Ashton apart from some of the other bars and lounges that are in downtown Grand Rapids?
Ashton's got a lot of individual seating pods, so it's perfect for everyone to just kind of create their own space with their friend groups and just have a nice intimate time together, enjoy some craft cocktails. And our soundtrack it ranges from more up-tempo at the end of the night with some DJs some nights, otherwise nice and chill and jazz.
Yeah.
And for the opening the other weekend for our VIP event, we had a wonderful 3-man live jazz band, so we hope to bring in some live music like that sometimes, and yeah.
It's pretty cool. You know, I think people in Grand Rapids know the Bob is a one-stop shop, right? You've got a lot of different things in the Bob, no matter what floor you're on. You know, basement, first floor, second floor, and now this third floor space here. What, I guess, was the conversation like when you said, hey, we want to bring a nice upscale cocktail lounge to the Bob? How did that conversation start, and how long have you guys been planning this space?
Well, I think we've been planning the space for around a year. You kind of have to look back into the history of the Bob to understand the third floor has kind of always been a standalone event space for our catering department, the Gilmore Collection Catering. And when we reopened the Bob in 2022, our clientele tended to skew a little bit younger. People love to come to Eve, of course, for its nightlife, and the brewery downstairs and some of the other venues. And we decided with some of the new developments coming to downtown, that it would be nice to create a space that kind of carves a niche right in between a more mature audience and the Bob's core clientele, where they could come and enjoy a craft cocktail and some down-tempo music and a really nice, elegant atmosphere. Yeah. And I think we've really nailed it. This is the third iteration of the third floor, and I think this time we've really created a nice, unique space and given it its own unique brand identity within the Bob. So Ashton, it's a great place.
Yeah, I always think people are searching for, you know, that middle ground of kind of what you're describing, where, you know, you can go and get like a little craft cocktail. Let's say you're going to Van Andel for something, or you're going over to DeVos for something, or even, like you said, a comedy show. Yeah, I think there is that kind of market and appetite for that. I think that's why you see them be so successful in downtown Grand Rapids too.
Yeah, absolutely. Lounges like this with this very inviting type of atmosphere, and also just an environment that is it does seem upscale, very elegant. What about this kind of design encourages conversation and brings people in to want to be there and be able to visit, hang out a little bit?
I would say it's a mix of high top and low seating, so it encourages mixing and mingling if you want to get to know, you know, your neighborhood friends around there, you know, get to meet new people, or like I said, just cozy in your own little pod. The art is inspired by my mom, actually, Jacqueline Gilmore. It's Playing with Fire, another series that we're kind of spreading throughout the collection these days. So it's all these wonderful matchstick detailed paintings. So it really just exudes that warmth that we keep talking about.
Can you talk about how this really does kind of transport you into a different place? I feel like this looks different than all the other places within the B.O.B. I mean, you guys have really done a nice job with the design. So talk about that, and talk about how this transports you away from, I guess, some of the other parts of the B.O.B.
Well, I mean, one of the biggest identity pieces of the B.O.B. is our brewery. So with Ashton, we've chosen to really kind of focus and narrow in on really high-end craft cocktails, and a couple of them we actually smoke. There's a Wagyu washed old fashioned, and a smoky Paloma that has like frozen fruit juice, ice cubes in it, and some other really neat presentations. So just the cocktail menu alone it helps differentiate that space from the other spaces in the B.O.B. because Eve upstairs has more of a kind of a nightclub type menu with bottle service and things of that nature. And then there's the brewery. And so here people can come and get really kind of like choose between these 12 individual unique cocktails and sit down and enjoy them in some of the seating that Lane was talking about, where things are a little bit more conversational. You can kind of find a nice little dark nook in the corner, sit in some really comfortable furniture, kind of like what you guys got here.
There you go.
And have a nice conversation.
We'll talk about some of the live performances. Any live performances expected up in that space? Or you were kind of talking about sometimes there might be a DJ we might see up there. What are some of the things you guys are thinking about that?
I guess that's all somewhat to be determined, but we definitely want to get maybe some local artists in there to give them a chance to, you know, appease that new clientele, and then definitely DJs towards the end of the night.
Very cool. We love to see it. I'm always down for a new cocktail bar. I was telling you this weekend because it is kind of a holiday weekend. I'll probably be out there just to check it out. I love always checking out some new places.
Yeah, some of those pictures in there were beautiful too. Was there any type of mindset that you went in trying to curate all of these different types of cocktails? Was there kind of a thought process behind some of these recipes that helped to really hone in on this vibe that you created?
I have to defer to Lane because I think you wrote the entire list, didn't you?
Somewhat, yeah. It was definitely a team effort.
Wow.
So yeah, we have some bartenders at the B.O.B. who did a great job creating a lot of those, and Ashton's my middle name, so I kind of had a fun part in this whole process to just kind of inspire some of the, you know, the designs for the cocktails and the fun names and stuff like that. But everybody
Can you
loves
give us a little sneak peek on the menu? Like, what's your favorite design name?
I like the, not name-wise, but the espresso martini there, hazy espresso. It's got a little touch of hazelnut in there. It's amazing. Yeah, it's great.
I like the name,
smoky
too.
Paloma is so good. It's nice and light and refreshing.
Is that with mezcal, or is that kind of just like
It's actually smoked on the top of it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very,
so
very
the tequila
cool.
gets nice and fused.
Oh, yep. And here's a couple of the cocktails on the menu there. Yep, you see that smoking device. I don't know what they call it, but they put it right over the glass on the left side of the screen there. That's pretty cool. And so it seems like there's really an emphasis to create an elevated experience with many of your cocktails there. I'm excited about the hazelnut cocktail. That sounds wonderful.
I know, I feel like I haven't actually heard of that before, which is really interesting.
Yeah, it's usually
really
like your
love that.
standard, you know.
Yeah, just espresso
martini.
I've heard of the pumpkin ones. I've never heard hazelnut though. That's super interesting.
I love a good hazelnut coffee
It's amazing.
too.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we'll have to check it out. So it opens today. What are your hours on through the week or weekend?
Well, today we'll be open from 6 to 1. We're opening special on Thursday because of the St. Patrick's Day weekend, but normal business hours will be 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Friday, Saturday night.
Okay, so it's very limited hours, so when you can squeeze in there, try to do that, because it sounds like a nice new hangout spot for folks here in Grand Rapids and West Michigan. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. We really appreciate it, and good luck with opening weekend. I'm sure you guys will be busy at St. Patrick's Day, so there you go.
Thanks for having us. Maybe we'll see you there.
Of course. All